I just read this article that appeared in The Guardian last month, and it really paints a dystopian picture of what it's like to apply for a job in this market. It opens with the story of a guy who, he's applying for jobs. He gets an email that he's getting an interview. So he's excited. He gets on the phone and he notices something's a little off. The voice that's asking him questions sounds a lot like Siri and is pretty robotic. What he soon realizes is that the interview is being conducted by an AI bot, essentially. It's asking him a series of questions, and it even starts cutting him off. So it asks him the question, he's going through and answering it to the best of his ability. And in the middle of his answer, it cuts him off and says, "Thank you," and goes on to the next question. So this is the sort of thing that people are encountering now as AI increasingly takes hold of the hiring process. The article goes on to talk about how the human element, which is so critical in finding the right match between candidates and companies, is increasingly being lost by the use of AI in the process. This is on both sides, right? So candidates are sending in resumes. Those resumes are being screened by AI. And then people are reporting experiences of interviews even later in the process in which, you jump on a Zoom-like call and you're, essentially being interviewed by an AI. So you're being asked a question, there's a 60-second countdown, and you have to essentially lay down this interview answer without the benefit of having, another human there to react to have a conversation with. And it's a little disconcerting. So what are candidates doing in response to all these companies increasingly using AI to make their process more efficient? Well, of course, they're using AI as well, right? So people are, for example, taking their resumes, they're putting them through AI tools, and they're generating more interesting bullet points. People are using AI to embellish their experience, to make themselves sound better. People are even using tools that will apply for jobs on their behalf. It'll literally create completed job applications. And so you can, be asleep and fire off 50 different applications, after answering a few questions and kind of directing it in the right way, uploading your, resume and explaining what types of roles you're interested in. And it just auto applies. And, hopefully you wake up in the morning and you get a couple bites, right? But overall, the process on both ends is just becoming less human. And I would argue that it's not an optimal outcome for both parties, right? For true matching of candidates to roles, I don't think this is necessarily the right way to go. But I would love to hear, your comments, your thoughts. What do you think? Is AI good or a drawback for the future of hiring?